So I accidentally bought all of the Captain plugins, so we're in the middle of a series of checking out every single plugin in that bundle. We've already checked out the Captain Chords plugin, which I highly recommend checking that one out first before considering the series, and then we went through the Captain Melody and Captain Beat plugins as well. And today we're checking out the last two plugins in this bundle. Today we're checking out the Captain Deep plugin and the Captain Play plugin. I may do a video on the smaller stuff like the Mixing Key Live plugin, which is honestly the plugin that I wanted to buy in the first place, and then I accidentally bought the entire bundle. So I probably will do a video on that in the future, but as far as the series goes, these are the last two plugins that I want to check out. So if you're enjoying this series, drop a like for me down below. It helps me out a lot. And subscribe so you don't miss any more future uploads. So let's get into this video. And to start off, I do want to say that the Captain Play plugin is kind of just a VST, where you can cycle through different sounds and create your own melodies inside of a normal DAW like any VST would. So in order to show off this plugin, I'm gonna need some help from a friend.
Ooh, that's a cute chord. What the fuck was that?
That's what I'm going with. I can use that. I can definitely use that. Trust me. I can use that. If I told you that just like anything simple, would that do anything for you?
I'm doing it.
Yeah, that would work. Maybe not that sound. But
It's just
it's kind of
Do, re,
twinkle
mi.
twinkle. Oh, that's the melody that you were playing?
yeah.
Oh.
This is so anticlimactic.
3, 2, 1, let's go! I need one melody before we call it a day.
Sorry. Around this entire time.
I know, it's okay. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's the exact sound, the right octave. What you're doing right now is great.
Like a basic piano? Oh, it's guitar.
It's guitar, but yeah.
Alright, I need to go in and put notes somewhere because I couldn't reach C#. Quantize.
Oh.
Please. I like your little...
Oh, my earring? Yeah.
Mine fell out. The key?
Yeah.
Don't know where it went. I think I lost it.
Did you check at the door? Because it's a key. I like it a lot. All right, so I've got to be honest with you guys. I have got such major beat block right now, and I've really procrastinated making this video. I'm just not feeling creative like at all as far as music goes right now. So a huge thank you to Jess for helping me out in this case. It was very, very helpful because I didn't want to record this video. I really didn't. And for the rest of this video, we're gonna be doing a beat breakdown. That's right, I've already made the entire beat. Once again, was not planning on doing that, but I was stressing out so much about recording this video that I just sat down, made an entire beat, and I figured what I made before would be better than anything I'd be creating on camera with you guys right now. And honestly, I do want to share with you because I really like the way the beat came out. As you can see right here, it's not a fully fledged beat right now. I've got a small little loop going on just for fun, just to listen to it, but nothing crazy yet. And we'll go over that in just a minute. But I want to go over a little bit more about the Captain Play plugin and the Deep plugin before we get started. All right, so first of all, here's the Captain Play Epic right here. I've got this ticked on right there. You can choose to either use a MIDI keyboard or your computer keyboard. I am using MIDI, so obviously we're going to be clicking that one. Or we've got 3 different mappings over here, and we can add more if we want to, but for right now, I'm going to stick to just 3. And each note, oh my god, it's a terrible note. And each note that I press is a different chord based on the root note of the key that you're currently hitting. So I'm hitting the E note right here, and an E minor chord pops up, all right? And of course, you can change all of these right here for 2nd inversion, 7th, pretty, like how it is over here, borrowed. I'm gonna leave it right here for right now because we already have 2 other ones like that right there. And they can change the octave for it as well. And honestly, this is a very fun way to create chords. It's just very easy to go over here. It knows what scale you're trying to be in. I'm trying to be in the major scale, actually. And honestly, just go over here and start playing notes and find a chord progression that you like. Okay, kind of pretty. I always forget to put on headphones like halfway through the freaking video, man, I swear. And you can even cross over from one mapping to another. Like right here, I'm going from the pretty scale over to the root position. And it's actually working pretty well. But going over to computer keyboard, you can do the exact same thing. And then once again, hitting spacebar will stop and start recording for the MIDI. So once you play your MIDI over here, you can export it over to any pattern that you want to inside of your DAW. I'm going to stick over to the MIDI keyboard over here for now though, and I'm going to be using use white key mode. So now if I hit C# right here, it's this exact same as hitting D right there. You can also see it right there too, right? And you could do that, it's totally fine. I actually kind of like there being everything like that. So I'm gonna put that back to where it was. Also, minimize chord leaps. It'll change the chords once again. This is a massive leap in chords over here, right? That sounds much more natural now that that's on, right? So that could help out if you want something more natural. So once again, a bunch of different presets over here for you to choose from. I'm gonna keep it where it is right now. The plugins tab, where you can select any plugin you've got inside of your DAW. I'm going to leave it over on audio for now to keep the same preset that we had when Jess created her melody. But then also you can go over here to play melodies, which this is just a VST. Hitting one note will have one note pop up. That's it. But once again, keeping inside of the E major scale, so you don't have to worry about hitting a wrong note or anything. I don't know why, but I like that ARP a lot. Okay, sorry, getting distracted again. Going over to settings, you can untick keep all MIDI keyboard notes in the same single note played. Keeping that on will make it so you can't even hit the wrong note on a keyboard. Unticking it like that, you can play a note inside of the wrong scale again. And that is pretty much everything to go through on this plugin. That's pretty much it. So highlighted in red over here is the melody that Jess created. We did alter some of the notes' velocities just to make it a little bit more pleasing, and the timing, of course, but then I did add these notes over here to build out a little bit of chords, which I did make inside of Captain Play. All these chords came from Captain Play. And here's what it sounds like now. Honestly really like that melody. She did a great job with this melody. I then just copied those chords down to a different patch over here, also using Play Epic with the Dub Rhodes preset on. Very light, very pretty, so I wanted that more in the background, more of like a texture for when the hook comes in. All right, now comes my least favorite plugin in this entire bundle. And I really do mean that. Okay, I'm not saying it's bad by any means, okay? I don't want you guys to be like in the comments hating on this or anything. For just making beats, this thing will work out just fine. You know, it's gonna be impossible for your 808s to be out of tune. Very good sounding bass presets in here. That's not what I'm trying to say here, okay? In all the other plugins, it got you a really good jump off for starting a new pattern. Like in Captain Chord Epic, Captain Melody Epic, and Captain Beat Epic, it almost does a lot of the work for you, and then you can get inspiration from that and alter it from there. I'm actually gonna go to a new file very quickly, just so I don't ruin the other patch that I've got in the current project. So hitting add over here on like Chord Epic, Melody Epic, Beat Epic, it would give us 4 bars of a really good bass line, right? So I'm gonna hit plus right here. It gave me 1 bar of all the same freaking note, all right? And then you can go over here and change it, right? Okay, I want something in like trap. Okay, great, do that. Bunch of different concepts. Nothing really changes at all. And once again, it's all one note. This is not giving me inspiration. It's just not. And it's like that for everything. Electronic, future wave, all these other things like this. Okay, this might be fine for some people. Okay, that is actually pretty cool for anything synthwave, and a terrible example of the point that I'm trying to prove. Even the ones that have a little bit more variation, like 3 notes as opposed to just 1, it's the same pattern repeated for the like half bar for 4 bars straight. Like, it's just not a whole lot in here that I'm really willing to use, you know? Let's try going back to hip hop or something like that. Okay, let's try and get something here. Here's something, this could actually work out pretty well. Super boring. It's not giving me inspiration. So here's a good thing I can speak on this plugin. The presets, once again, go over here to bass. Some of the sounds in here sound really freaking good. I love the 808 tone. That one is so nice. It's honestly very deep, very rich, and sounds like your traditional 808 that's just a very high quality. And that's pretty much all that I could really do. You can do Magic Record like I showed you guys in a previous video on Beat Epic. You can import your own MIDI. My only problem with this sort of plugin is my DAW is already fully equipped with a piano roll, which I think is much more versatile than this. So I've got no need to import MIDI. I've got no need to make a pattern in here. So this entire thing, I would basically just, I'm probably never going to use. But taking this off and using it as a normal VST, like for a bass plugin, really, really good. That's where I can see myself actually using this plugin. If I need something more for like a, I don't know, like a synthwave sort of deal, something over here would work out pretty well. If I need something more for like boom bap, I can find a guitar or a piano bass. So using this as a bass plugin, it works really well. It's just as far as how it integrates with everything else, it's okay. I don't see myself getting a whole lot of inspiration from it, which is why I really like these plugins. And the one feature of Captain Beat that is pretty cool that I can't really show you guys is its integration with Captain Chord Epic. Now, so we are back over on our main project over here. Even though I do have chords over here. They're all inside of Play Epic, not Captain Chord Epic. So I can't show you guys that, unfortunately, but when you have Captain Deep Epic and Captain Chord Epic on there, go into Captain Deep, it actually have ghost notes in there from your original chords, which I think is really cool because a lot of people want to have their basses on the same like root note of their chords, so that would make it a lot more easy if you're using just Captain Chords. But now finally, here's the bass pattern that I was able to finally come up with using this plugin. And honestly, I don't think it sounds that bad. Once again, it had a very bland pattern that I had to really make my own and put in my root note to my own chords. But we did find something here that we could actually use. And once again, using the 808 tone. So here's what all the melodies sound like right now. Really not bad. I think everything pairs really well together. And I wanted these last few notes to really follow along with the melody, which I think worked out pretty well. And over here, everything is following the root note of my chord, except for this one right here. I just realized it's not in the right one. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and switch that to over there. There we go. That sounds much better. Sorry about that. I honestly did not even realize. Now, finally, for a drum pattern over here. Now, for the drum pattern over here, I was getting some Polo G vibes. I wasn't trying to go for a Polo G type beat, but the melody that Jess created, I felt had more of a Polo G pop sort of record, kind of like, why can't I think of like his most popular song? Yeah, okay, it's Rap Star. That's what I was right. But I'm not making a Polo G Rap Star type beat. It's just the vibes that I was getting, and I wanted to have some like trap drums behind this very beautiful sounding melody. So here's the kick and the clap pattern. And then finally the hi-hats, a little bit of a perk, and then a rim as well. And then a couple more effects over here, mainly just texture in the background. And that's pretty much it. Arrangement was stupid simple here. I'm in halftime, so I actually just had a 4-bar intro, had the chords come in halfway through, and then have the hook immediately, and then I honestly just wanted to hear the beat, so this is not the final arrangement, but this is definitely going to change when you guys hear it finally. But here's what everything sounds like right now. And then I also added an EQ to the melody over here because the chords and everything else, the low end was clashing with my other chords over here and the bass pattern. So I had to EQ a lot of that low end out like that. Then added a bit of Valhalla delay just for more background stuff, more texture. And then reverb to really fill out that space. And also this beat is not fully mixed yet, obviously. There's still some more that I gotta do to as well as actually arrange it out, but I wanted to record this video and get it out because I've been procrastinating it for so freaking long. And the next video is going to be so much fun, you guys. We're gonna have every single plugin from this bundle in one video in one beat. We're gonna use Captain Chord Epic for our chords, obviously. Captain Melody, Captain Beat, Captain Deep. We may even use Captain Play. So everything in there is going to be all about the Captain plugins as a whole in one beat in one video. So once again, if you are enjoying this series, be sure to drop a like for me down below and subscribe so you don't miss that final video in this series. So right about now, I should be done mixing and mastering this beat. So let's hear that right now. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Come over here. Come sit bye-bye. Also, do you mind telling the people why we're not a couple? Because they keep asking.
Because I don't like Brett.
It's as simple as that. I'm unlovable.
Also, like, for the people in the back, I'm mostly gay. Not 100%, but mostly.
And I'm also not her type. I know her type, and I'm not it.
What's my type?
Surfer boys.
Is everybody?
Yeah.
And baseball players.
And him.
And